third row back and third person in.
Hi, Adam. Tim Reynolds with the AP. How are you? Good to see
Tim.
you.
Good to see you.
Hi, Adam. 2 years ago at this game, Victor was coming as a fan, and everyone knew he would be the #1 pick a few months later, and you got asked a lot of questions that night about Victor, and you were very cautious about not heaping too much pressure or expectation on then a 19-year-old shoulders. When you look back to whatever your private thoughts were at that point, has he exceeded or matched, or I guess how has the reality sort of matched whatever you thought would be possible when Victor came to the NBA? Thank you.
Thanks, Tim. I would say Victor's exceeded my expectations only because, having been with the league for a long time, we've seen lots of projected #1 picks who did or didn't go #1, but even when they went #1, maybe due to no fault of their own or because of an injury or things just didn't work out, didn't meet the high expectations people had of them. So I tried to stay level-headed in terms of what the potential is for a player. Of course, in the case with Victor, there was a body of work, even when we were back then in Paris, where you could see, we were televising on NBA TV his club games. We were familiar with him. I had had the opportunity to spend time with him. There was never a doubt in my mind in terms of Victor's character, his motivation, his drive, his intelligence. All those things are very apparent when you talk to him. I'd say now all of those qualities being translated into the NBA game. We didn't know at that time he was going to be with the San Antonio Spurs, which again, we would have all been happy from the league standpoint with whatever club he had gone to. But there, as I mentioned earlier with R.C. Buford and Coach Pop, there were, a GM and a coach who had fantastic experience developing international players, developing big men. So I think that worked out very well. I think he's received excellent support there. And again, like you never know with these things. It's like interviewing people for jobs. Everyone in this room has hired someone for a job thinking that they were the perfect person and the candidate. And then when he or she took the job, you quickly realize, well, maybe they weren't the right fit. I think in the case of Victor, as I said, he's exceeded my expectations. One, just by his play on the floor, he's demonstrated that, but also in terms of his desire to engage with fans. I mean, that example I used about him playing chess at Washington Square Park, that was something he chose to do. The league had nothing to do with that, but it was, I think he loves to engage with people. He loves people. And we're also seeing what an incredible work ethic he has. I mean, and I love the fact that now people are actually talking about his defense. I mean, think about that, something that he really is focused on, and what a sign of a great player. I mean, everybody clearly easily sees offense statistics, but missed defense in a lot of cases. So, as I said, I'm very happy with him, but even now I'm always still being a little bit cautious. Essentially I was just looking, I think he just turned 21 and LeBron just turned 40. So there's the opportunity for 19 years of excellence. So I'm looking forward to seeing him play tonight and Saturday, and I would just say it's a pleasure to be part of a league with Victor Wembanyama.
Next question's on the left, second row, second person in from the aisle.